You know that moment when you finally shut your laptop at 9:30 p.m., and then remember you still haven't replied to that client, sent that invoice, or followed up with that person who said, "Let me think about it." If you're a solo entrepreneur, consultant, or you're running a brick-and-mortar business, you don't have an operations team, you are the operations team. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple 5-function AI framework that can run the back end of your business, so you can finally stop being the bottleneck, without hiring a full-time staff, and without needing to learn 20 different tools. Stick with me to the end, because I'll give you a 3-step action plan you can start using this week. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Business Beyond Automation, where we help entrepreneurs, consultants, and small business owners scale using AI, without turning your business into a complicated tech project. Most business owners think their problem is, "I just need more time," or "I just need to work harder." But the real problem is this: you don't have an operations system, you have a bunch of scattered tasks that all depend on you. AI cannot fix a broken business, but AI plugged into the right framework, that can replace an entire layer of operations, even if it's just you right now. So let me show you the 5-function AI operations framework, and then I'll walk through how it works for both a solo entrepreneur and a brick-and-mortar business. Let's be honest for a second. If you're a solo entrepreneur or consultant, your days probably look like this: calls with clients, messages from leads, proposals to write, notes everywhere, and you're doing admin at the end of the day when your brain is fried. And if you're running a brick-and-mortar business, a salon, a gym, a small clinic, a repair shop, you've got phone calls, walk-ins, staff questions, paper forms, receipts, and then you still have to do marketing and keep an eye on the money. That's not a time management problem, that's an operations problem. You are trying to run a serious business on memory, scattered notes, and vibes. So here's the mindset shift I want you to make. Don't think, "What tasks can I give to AI?" Instead think, "What are the functions of my operations, and where can AI support each one?" That's where the 5-function framework comes in. Every small business, whether you're a solo entrepreneur on Zoom or a brick-and-mortar with a front door, has the same 5 operational functions. Number 1, capture. This answers the question, where does information come into the business? Leads, emails, phone calls, forms, DMs, receipts, bookings, client notes. This is all capture. Number 2, organize. This answers, where does that information live so you can actually use it? Are things sorted into leads, current clients, tasks, invoices, staff issues, inventory? Or is everything just floating? Number 3, decide. This answers, what should happen next? Does this person get a follow-up? Does this go on the calendar? Do we send a reminder, an offer, a payment link, a not a good fit message? Number 4, do this is the execution. What can be drafted or done for you? Drafting emails, writing follow-ups, summarizing calls, creating checklists, logging data. This is where AI can do a surprising amount of the work. Number 5, review. This is you, stepping into the CEO role and asking, what happened this week? What worked, what didn't, and where is the bottleneck? This is weekly summaries, simple dashboards, and seeing the patterns your future self will thank you for. Capture, organize, decide, do, review. Those are the 5. Once you see your business through those 5 functions, AI becomes powerful and simple, because you're not chasing tools, you're upgrading functions. Now, let's walk through how this works first for a solo entrepreneur, and then for a brick-and-mortar business. Let's start with a really common scenario for entrepreneurs and consultants. A lead books a discovery call with you. You have a great conversation. They say, "One, this sounds amazing. Let me think about it." You hang up. And then, life happens. You move on to the next call. You forget half of what you talked about. You mean to follow up, but 3 days turn into 3 weeks. And that client quietly disappears. Let's run that same exact situation through the 5-function AI operations framework. Step 1, capture. During or right after the call, instead of relying on memory, you capture what happened. A quick written note, a call recording, or a voice memo where you talk through what happened. The key is, The information leaves your brain and enters a place where AI can work with it. Step 2. Organize. You then use AI to summarize and organize that information. For example, you feed the call notes or recording into your AI assistant and you ask it to summarize the call in 5 bullet points, identify the client's main problems and goals, note what offer you discussed, and list the next steps you promised. Now instead of a messy notebook, you have a clean summary, tagged with lead name, stage, considering proposal, next action, follow up in 48 hours. That's organize. Step 3. Decide. This is where you stop winging it. You create a simple rule that AI can follow. For this scenario, the rule might be, if someone finishes a discovery call and doesn't say yes on the call, then in 48 hours, send a personalized follow-up that 1. Reminds them of their goals, 2. Recaps the offer, 3. Answers common objections, 4. And gives a clear next step to book or reply. That's a decision rule. AI doesn't invent the rule, you do. AI just applies it. Step 4. Do now. We let AI help do the work. Your AI assistant can draft the follow-up email, personalize it using the call summary, suggest a subject line, and even create a short SMS version if that's how you follow up. You still review it, you still hit send, but instead of staring at a blank screen at 10 p.m. trying to remember what you talked about, you're just editing. Step 5. Review. At the end of the week, you ask AI to pull a quick summary. How many discovery calls did I have? How many follow-ups were sent? How many people ghosted? Why did people say no? Because all of your notes and follow-ups went through AI, it can now give you a weekly CEO snapshot. You ran 5 calls, sent 4 follow-ups, 2 closed, 2 are still thinking. Top objections this week, money and timing. Now you're not just working hard, you're learning and improving. Same entrepreneur, same offer, same number of hours, completely different operations reality. That's the framework in action. Now, let's mirror this for a brick-and-mortar business. Let's take a simple brick-and-mortar example. You can imagine a small gym, a salon, or a repair shop. Here's the scenario. Someone calls your business and asks, "Hey, how much do you charge? And do you have availability this week?" Your staff, or maybe you personally answer the phone. You give them the information. They say, "Okay, let me check my schedule." And then, they disappear. No name written down, no follow-up. Just another, almost customer, that never turns into revenue. Let's run that through the same 5-function framework. Step 1. Capture. When that call comes in, instead of just answering and hanging up, you have a simple capture habit. Whoever answers the phone quickly notes name, best contact, phone or email, what they asked about, and what they're considering booking. This could be in a simple form, a spreadsheet, a note app. It doesn't have to be fancy. The key is, the information is captured in a place AI can access. Step 2. Organize. At the end of the day, or even in real time, AI helps you organize those inquiries. You feed in the notes and ask AI to clean them up, group them into warm leads, and label each with something like asked about pricing, asked about availability, past customer, etc. Now you don't just have random scraps of paper, you have a list of warm leads, organized and ready for next steps. Step 3. Decide. You then create a simple rule, again, that you control. For example, if someone calls, asks for price or availability, and does not book on the spot, then within 24 hours, we send them a friendly message with 1. A reminder of what they asked about, 2. A couple of time options, 3. And an easy way to confirm their booking. You can even have a separate rule. If they still don't respond in 48 hours, send one last check-in message. Again, you decide the rules. AI just helps you follow them consistently. Step 4. Do. AI now helps you do the repetitive work. It can draft the follow-up text or email using the notes from the call, personalize it with their name and what they asked about, suggest times based on your availability pattern, and give you a ready-to-send message. Your staff doesn't have to figure out what to say from scratch every time. They just choose the right template, check it, and send. Step 5. Review. At the end of the week, you ask AI for a summary. How many people called and asked about price? How many actually booked? What were the most common questions or objections? AI can scan your call notes and follow-ups and give you insights like, you had 20 pricing inquiries, 7 booked, 13 did not. Most people asked about weekend availability and first-time discounts. Now you're not guessing why people don't book, you're seeing the patterns, and you can adjust your offers, your script, or your hours. Again, same business, same staff, same phone. But with a framework and AI supporting each function, you turn random into repeatable. So, let's zoom out. Whether you're a solo entrepreneur on Zoom calls all day, or you're running a physical location with a front door and a phone, your operations are just these 5 functions: capture, organize, decide, do, review. If you try to slap AI on top of chaos, it will just help you move faster, in the wrong direction. But if you start thinking in terms of functions, here's how you can begin this week, without buying or learning any new tools. Step 1. Map your capture points. Take 10 minutes and write down, where does information come into my business? For entrepreneurs, that might be DMs, emails, call bookings, call notes, invoices. For brick-and-mortar, that might be phone calls, walk-ins, forms, staff messages, receipts. That's your capture map. Step 2. Create one simple rule for decide. Pick just one of those flows and make a rule. For example, if someone has a call and doesn't say yes, I follow up within 48 hours. Or, if someone calls and doesn't book, we send a message within 24 hours. Write the rule down. That's your decide function starting to come to life. Step 3. Let AI draft, you approve for the next week. Use AI for one thing: drafting and summarizing. Let it summarize calls or notes, draft follow-ups based on your rules. You still approve, you still send, but instead of doing 100% of the thinking and writing, you're doing the last 10-20%. That's how you start shifting from I am my operations to I have an operations framework, and AI supports it. In the next videos, we're going to go deeper into each part of this framework. We'll start by fixing the chaos of emails, DMs, phone calls, and walk-ins. And I'll show you how to build a simple capture and organize system that actually sticks. If you're an entrepreneur or consultant, drop the word entrepreneur in the comments. If you're running a brick-and-mortar business, drop brick down below. That tells me which examples to lean into first for you. And if this framework clicked for you, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.